Most people think you have to be rich before you can actually feel rich. Lucky for you, I'm here to tell you that that's a complete lie. You don't need $1 million to feel like $1 million. You just need to stop living like you're broke. Because feeling wealthy isn't about the number in your bank account. It's about the way you carry yourself, the choices you make, and the little upgrades that tell your brain, yep, we're living large now. Now, if you're watching this at 2 a.m., wearing sweatpants you've owned since high school, wondering why your life doesn't feel exciting, this video is for you. In the next few minutes, I'm giving you 10 psychological and practical hacks to feel rich starting this week, even if you're currently surviving on gas station coffee and prayers. And here's the crazy part. When you start feeling rich before you actually are, you tend to become rich faster. Why? Because your habits, your confidence, and even your network level up. And trust me, tip number 8 will completely change how you spend money for the rest of your life. Let's get into it. 1. Upgrade your environment without spending like crazy. Let's start with your surroundings, because this is an important point I've been wanting to tell you. Your surroundings shape your reality. Period. If you wake up every morning to piles of laundry, mismatched furniture, and the faint smell of last night's takeout, your brain is already in damage control before you've even had coffee. Here's the truth. Wealthy environments breed wealthy thoughts. And I'm not talking about marble countertops and infinity pools. I'm talking about making your current space look and feel intentional. Here are some quick wins that cost less than a tank of gas. Matching hangers, velvet, wood, anything but those free dry cleaner wire ones. $12 investment, instant celebrity closet vibes. Lighting upgrade. Swap harsh overhead lights for warm lamps or LED strips. Mood lighting equals mood shift. Declutter ruthlessly. Wealthy spaces are clean and uncluttered. If it doesn't serve you or make you happy, toss it or donate it. One bold accent, a statement plant, a single piece of framed art, a colorful throw. Rich people know less is more, but it's still intentional. See, here's the science behind all of this. Your environment feeds your subconscious mind. A polished, organized space tells your brain, we've got this. A chaotic one whispers, we're barely hanging on. You start living according to the story your surroundings tell. Let me give you an easy visual for you to understand. Imagine waking up, pulling back crisp, clean sheets, stepping onto a soft rug, and walking into a kitchen where everything has a place. Now imagine waking up in tangled sheets, tripping over shoes, and digging through a pile of unwashed dishes just to find a coffee mug. Which version of you is more likely to feel in control? Because if your nightstand currently holds a half-empty water bottle, an old receipt, and a mystery sock. Yeah, I'm talking directly to you. Now, before I explain more, you need to understand that you don't need to spend a lot to elevate your surroundings. You just need to spend with intention. Rich people don't always buy more, they buy better. Start applying that now. Because if your home decor style could be described as leftover college dorm, it's time for a glow up. But here's the thing, even if your home looks like $1 million, you're not going to feel like $1 million if you step outside looking like you just lost a bet at a thrift store. 2. Dress like you belong in the room you want to be in. To be honest with you, your clothes are like a billboard for how you see yourself and how you want the world to treat you. If your going out outfit is just your cleanest hoodie, we need to talk. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not telling you to max out a credit card on designer labels. In fact, some of the richest looking people I know shop almost entirely at thrift stores. The key is fit, coordination, and confidence, not price tags. Let me give you some simple, affordable clothing rules for instant upgrade. Capsule wardrobe, 10 to 15 well-fitted basics you can mix and match. Stick to versatile colors, navy, white, black, gray, beige. This makes you look polished without having to think too much. Tailoring is magic. A $30 tailoring job can make a $20 shirt look like a $200 shirt. If it fits perfectly, people assume it's expensive. Clean and crisp. Even a cheap shirt looks rich if it's wrinkle-free and stain-free. Get a steamer. Footwear matters. Your shoes are one of the first things people notice. Keep them clean and opt for simple, classic styles. But don't get it twisted though. Dressing better doesn't mean dressing up all the time. It means dressing intentionally. Ask yourself, if I met my dream business partner, client, or date today, would I be proud of what I'm wearing? And I'm just gonna say it right now. The way you dress changes the way people treat you. And more importantly, how you treat yourself. Studies show that when people dress slightly above the norm, they're perceived as more competent and trustworthy. That's a free upgrade in how the world responds to you. And while your outfit says a lot about you, your tech can give you away in seconds. 3. Level up your tech game. On a budget. You could be dressed to the nines, but if you pull out a phone with a cracked screen, 47 missed calls, and a charger wrapped in duct tape, we've got a problem. Your tech, and even your iPhone, is a silent credibility check. It's not about having the latest model. It's about looking like you respect the tools you use. Trust me. Here are some easy, affordable tech upgrades. Phone case, glow up. A sleek, minimal case instantly makes even an older phone look premium. Declutter your screens. Organize apps. Delete junk. Remove those 197 unread emails from 2016. Stylish accessories. Wireless earbuds, a clean laptop sleeve, or a portable charger. Cables that aren't embarrassing replace frayed, dirty, or taped-up chargers. If you're watching this and your charging cable has more electrical tape than actual wire, I'm talking directly to you. People constantly associate tech upkeep with personal organization. A clean, functional setup says, "I've got my life together." Now let me pause real quick and say that if you're someone who's truly serious about living a life of financial freedom and owning your time, when you finish watching this video, go back and watch our recent playlist on the Stealth Wealth Mindset and make sure to subscribe to the channel to never miss an upcoming video. But anyway, back to the point. Honestly, the richest thing you can have isn't a gadget, it's time. 4. Buy back your time. One of the wealthiest feelings in the world? Not rushing. Rich people aren't necessarily working less, they're working differently. They buy back their time so they can spend it on high-value activities. Here are some tried and true ways to buy time on a budget. Automate everything. Bills, savings transfers, recurring tasks, set it once, forget it. Batch your work. Group similar tasks together to avoid mental load switching. Outsource selectively. Hire help for time-consuming chores. Even paying $30 once a month for cleaning or yard work can give you hours back. Meal prep. Like a CEO. Spend 2 to 3 hours on Sunday prepping meals for the week to save hours and bad food decisions later. If you're still spending your Saturdays scrubbing toilets instead of doing something that actually moves your life forward, that's not frugal. That's expensive in the long run. I need you to understand this clearly. Your most valuable resource isn't money, it's attention. Freeing up time lets you invest more attention into opportunities, relationships, and personal growth. If you think you're saving money by folding laundry for 3 hours instead of paying $15 to have it done, congratulations, you just paid yourself $5 an hour. And with all that extra time, you can start living like the rich do, stacking memories, not just stuff. 5. Curate luxury experiences for less. Here's the truth. Rich isn't about owning more. It's about experiencing better. Most people think luxury means spending thousands on vacations, dinners, or events. But real luxury is about how you feel in the moment. And you can hack that without going broke. Here are some budget-friendly luxury hacks. Fine dining trick, go for lunch, not dinner. Same chef, smaller portions, smaller bill. Hotel hacking. Use points, midweek stays, and new hotel launch rates to get 5-star stays for 3-star prices. Free VIP perks. Many high-end places have free tastings, exhibits, or events. You just have to look for them. Experience over stuff. Spend on moments you'll remember, not objects you'll forget. Let me try and paint a picture for you so you clearly understand what I'm telling you. Picture sitting at a rooftop bar with the skyline glowing behind you. You ordered one drink, just one. But because you dressed well, carried yourself confidently, and picked the right place, you feel like you own the building. That's the cheat code. And if your last luxury experience was getting extra guac at Chipotle, we're about to raise the bar. Because champagne tastes better when you know you got it for $12 at Costco. If you've been following our recent videos, you already know. Wealth isn't about spending more. It's about being intentional. One thoughtfully chosen experience can give you the same rich feeling as dropping $5,000 on a trip. But even the fanciest dinner feels cheap if your brain is still stuck in scarcity mode. 6. Master the rich mindset. Let's get one thing clear. You can't act rich if you still think broke. The wealthy see money as a tool, not a trap. They focus on what they can do with money, not what they can't. Here are some mindset upgrades that cost absolutely nothing. Practice gratitude. Start every day naming 3 things you're thankful for. This rewires your brain to see abundance. Language shift. Replace. I can't afford it with how can I afford it? This turns your brain into a problem solver. Upgrade your circle. Spend more time with people who talk about opportunities, not just complaints. Because if most of your conversations are about how everything is expensive and the system is rigged, you're feeding your brain scarcity junk food. A guy like Jeff Bezos isn't losing sleep over the price of eggs, and neither should you. I've said this more times than I can count, but I'll say it again. Your mindset dictates your actions. If you think like someone who's already wealthy, you'll make choices that lead you there. And once you start thinking rich, you've got to move like the rich. 7. Move with confidence, even if you're winging it. Confidence is the silent flex. You can wear basic clothes, carry an old phone, and still look like a boss if you walk into a room like you belong there. Follow each one of these confidence habits. Posture, shoulders back, chin level. Eye contact, hold it long enough to show you're engaged. Pace, speak slower and move with intention. Rushing screams, I'm nervous. Here, just imagine if this is you. You walk into a cafe. You don't rush to order, you don't fidget, you don't apologize for existing. People assume you're important before you've said a word. Because if you've ever mumbled your name so quietly at Starbucks that they didn't even write anything on your cup, this one's for you. Confidence is 90% body language and 10% pretending you know where the bathroom is. But before I go even deeper on this topic, let's get something straight. People treat you according to how you present yourself. If you act like you're worth respecting, they'll follow your lead. Of course, confidence is easier when your money isn't leaking out of your life like a busted faucet. 8. Eliminate broke habits. The fastest way to feel richer? Stop doing things that scream, I have no idea where my money goes. Here are some broke habits. I need you to ditch impulse buying. Those random Amazon purchases add up. Buying cheap over and over. One good item beats 5 cheap ones that break. Subscription creep. This one is simple and straightforward. Cancel what you don't use. Because if you're still paying for a streaming service your ex signed up for 2 years ago, congratulations, you've been funding their entertainment. Cutting small leaks in your spending gives you cash to redirect toward things that make you feel rich and actually improve your life. Once you've stopped the leaks, you can finally afford your one signature luxury. 9. Your signature rich thing. Rich people often have one thing that's their thing, and you can too. Here are some great ideas for your signature luxury. A distinct fragrance, a go-to watch, a weekly ritual like a spa day or cocktail night. If your current signature is the smell of reheated pizza, it's time to upgrade. One good fragrance can make people think you have offshore accounts. And this is an important point I've been wanting to tell you. A signature item becomes a mental anchor. It's a consistent reminder of the wealth you're building. And finally, the habit that makes the future rich you show up today. 10. Start acting like future you is already rich. Your brain is like a GPS. It goes where you tell it. If you start living like your future wealthy self now, you'll naturally make decisions that get you there faster. Pay attention, because this is exactly how to start. Accept opportunities future you would take. Invest in skills future you will profit from. Treat your health like it's worth millions. Because if future you could see your life today, would they be proud or concerned? If your future self is rich but has bad knees because you skipped leg day, you've failed both versions. Trust me when I say this. Acting like the future version of yourself aligns your habits, network, and spending with the lifestyle you're aiming for. And the money follows. Bottom line, feeling rich isn't about faking it. It's about training your brain to believe it so your actions catch up. You don't need to wait until you have a certain amount in your bank account to start living better. Start small. Upgrade your environment, dress with intention, clean up your tech, buy back your time, curate experiences, think rich, move confidently, cut broke habits, choose a signature thing, and act like your future self. Do that long enough, and one day you'll realize you don't just feel rich, you actually are. If you want to take the next step, there are actually 12 unusual habits that turn normal people into millionaires. We've created an entire video breaking it all down step by step in this next video. Just click the video on the screen now, and we'll see you in the next one.